Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is your host, Jeezy, Jesse, whatever you want to call me. And guess what? We are live here. We are video recording. We got mics on. And we got our favorite guest that everyone loves, Gaby, Michelle. Say hello.
Hi, guys. We're back with more drama.
Yeah, this is the part where you talk.
I was just too busy listening to MCs because he said Michelle, so I was like, "What? You named me wrong already." But no,
okay,
anyways, it's okay.
Little
though.
MC.
Hello.
That's it?
Yeah.
Hello.
What else do you want me to say?
Like all of a sudden you're getting stage fright from camera being on.
I am.
Like you guys were just live streaming Tuesday on
I
a
wasn't
fucking
even
Tuesday.
saying much. We had a game banger, and then we had
gangbanger. What?
I was chilling. I was like, "Hey, peace to the
and
world."
you guys didn't record that part? Mm.
We were 3 bottles in when we wiped.
Okay.
No, y'all were 3 bottles in.
You guys were getting litty patitty, huh?
Yep. On a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday. What was the reason?
Taco Tuesday.
Okay, but did you guys have tacos?
We did.
You did? Okay, who was cooking? All right. Props to the chef.
Thank
Best
you.
tacos.
Right on.
Hey.
All right. And whose idea was it?
I think my idea is for everything. I think after my Aunt Patty, so definitely I would say that I always...
Shout out to Aunt Patty, because I love
Yes.
me some Aunt Patty.
Yeah, so I always invite everybody. Try to keep everybody together.
There you go. And I try to do that too. I'm like, anytime, just come over.
Yeah.
I always ask you guys, come over and hang out. So I just like having people over, man. Just, I don't know. It makes you feel better. It's like, you can't buy that stuff. People have to want to come see you.
That's
you know?
true.
Unless you're rich and you're bribing them. Like, here's $100.
Not
Come see
even
me.
that.
Come see me. Please. So what else is new? What's the latest and greatest?
Don't look at me, Gaby. Why are you looking at me? Nah, I'm looking at you.
I feel like I should have spiked your guys' drink with some energy drink or something.
Yeah,
you guys got the
camera.
low.
I'm
Is
like,
that it?
Oh
my God.
New.
It's
the
live
camera's
for
new.
me.
Is that really it?
No, it's actually not. No, actually, you know what? I'll go. It's fun. I love it.
I'm
Okay.
not buzzed like last time.
So, anyways, I enjoy these podcasts. Hi. I like that everybody listening in likes the drama that we have to tell. But let me tell you something on that. That comes with the experience, and that comes with a lot of pain, forgiveness, and all that good stuff. And the last time we just did that podcast, it was actually brought up to me. Stirred a lot of fucking drama.
I listened. Did you guys listen? I sent you guys the links.
Yeah, I did.
I
So
listened to it.
I feel like a bad dad. I feel like my son crying in the background.
Dude,
I was
are you
like,
serious?
and he was okay. He was playing. He was watching his TV and playing with his toys. But I was like, every time he cried, I'm like, oh.
Aw, no, he was totally having fun. I was holding him.
I know
He
you
totally
were.
had fun.
Yeah, I got pictures of that.
You're not. No, not at all. I think he enjoyed it. He was like, hey, I just want attention right now, you know? So, no, he totally had fun. But, no, I think he meant like bad dad, as I feel bad because that last one, honestly, started so much drama. But it wasn't your fault.
I
You
feel like
couldn't
we called
control
out
it.
a lot of people.
Yeah.
And they did not like that. That we drank a little too much.
So did you guys get a lot of
everything was just
DMs?
coming.
Oh,
A lot of
DMs. We got
blocks.
blocks. A lot of blocks. A lot of
I listened to it when the link came out like twice, and I was just like in shock. I was like, I can't believe it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, the drinks got everything out of us.
I don't want to say it's the
crazy.
drinks. Me, I just don't give a shit. So I'm going to say what I want to say at the end of the day. But
Yes.
the drinks don't always help. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like I said, it was funny. I had a lot of controversy against that, and my mom actually said, I don't really care, I'm gonna air it out anyway. So if my mom knows, my mom and dad knows.
Who listened to the
Oh,
podcast,
so
like from your family, friends?
Alyssa.
Okay.
She ran and told my son, and obviously Brooke, Andrew, all the faves.
Okay.
All the faves, all the ones I didn't even think they were paying attention to us, but obviously we know that they're looking us up, and shout out to all of them. You know, I have
you
to
were
do
doing
that.
a lot of that. You were like,
Yeah,
and you were like,
boom.
Hey, shout out.
And that's when everyone put their ear like, oh, really? What is she saying about us? And it's funny. And it's funny. Like, I remember saying in one of them, oh, you know what? I see my sister, because you think of it like the new generation doesn't really understand. I always say that. I always go back to that because we're in different time frames. But when I go and talk about my sister, I always say, man, I love my sister. I really, truly do. But in order for us to get along, I'd have to slap her up, fight her, and then we'd be good again. But that's how it was back in the day. You just
That's
slap
old
up
school.
each
Yeah,
other.
when you
go
were kids,
head to head. Yeah.
You grew up that, like, you had a problem, you'd fight it out, and you're like,
Yeah.
hey, don't tell mom. Like, one of you got hurt. Like, oh.
Yeah, don't
You're
like.
okay. You're okay.
Yeah, you're okay. Don't cry. Like, yeah. It was crazy, right? So that's how I still view things. So when I say things like that, you know what? If you go back on it, I said that. Like, in order for me and my sister to be good, we'd have to fight it out, and then we'd be cool again.
Okay, so where do you guys stand now?
Oh, no. Yeah, we don't talk.
If anything, I can't even worse now. That
I challenged her to a duel a long time ago. I don't even think she wants to show up.
So no olive branch, no like, hey.
No, Desiree's a very stubborn individual. She's very unforgiving, like my dad. And you know what? I can't comprehend a behavior like hers or Vanessa's, because I actually am, out of them, the most forgiving and loving one. And if they would, I don't know, if they would just see that, then maybe they can learn a thing or two, but they refuse to. But they can stay in their lane, and that's fine. We've already came to that conclusion. I think I came to that conclusion. Yeah. So I feel like they're so willing. And what the funny thing to me is that if you want to stay in your lane, I say stay in your lane. That's fine. Yeah. But if you truly don't, then you're gonna find this podcast, as they have. And they will. Yeah,
and I'll definitely be tagging some people, throwing it out there. It's on YouTube, so it's a larger platform. It's funny, like I put it on Spotify, and it's like, hey, dude, I can't open the link, man. Yeah. Well, open up an account. Oh, I don't know how. It's a free account. Just link it. You're like, I don't know. I'm like,
I'm lazy. I don't want to freaking do it. Where's the YouTube at?
Fine, I'll put it on YouTube. Everyone has YouTube.
Everybody always has excuses for days. I swear.
But if I'm gonna put it on YouTube, then I gotta do some production. So I gotta put the little camera on. I gotta get some video editors.
Yeah, so. I have to download YouTube now.
What? Okay, that's annoying that she just said that.
You don't have YouTube on your phone.
I don't.
You can't go to Google YouTube.
You lie.
I swear I don't.
So if I grab your phone, there's no YouTube.
Phone, there's no YouTube.
Oh my god. Oh, and it's all dry too. It's like,
yeah, not dry. It's okay.
No, it's definitely your phone is definitely not dry.
Yeah. No, it is.
No.
Now it is.
Give us an update. What's going on with you? You're all quiet in the corner. So.
No, she's not quiet.
Since the last podcast, I don't know. I feel like the last podcast I was still kind of focusing on finding myself, and I was just going through a lot of drama. But I learned to cut a lot of people out of my life now. So now my circle's even smaller, and there's less drama. So I really do appreciate that. And I was able to find myself, and then
just don't join a cult.
Don't what?
Don't
no,
join
we
a
already
cult.
did though.
It's funny because that was one of my previous podcasts. We were talking about cults and religion, and we're falling into those patterns. It's like, I'm trying to find myself, and that's what cults do sometimes. They just kind of whether
I
it's.
I won't join any of that.
Okay, don't become MAGA.
Yeah, no.
Did you just say MAGA? You already know. MAGA. Don't talk to my boy Trump. Now I gotta bring him up. No, I was kidding.
Bro, let's not. Yeah.
No, my mom. It was funny. My mom still hates him. I respect. I don't even care anymore. If I'm really honest, my mom was like, I just hate him, Michelle. I was at her house, and she's like, I just hate Trump. And I'm like,
that sounds something like your mom would say.
And it's so funny she said that. And I was like, I know, Mom. I know. Bro, I get it. No, I feel like this. I'm not even talking about Trump. Period. I say, no matter how much you hate somebody, love somebody, or whatever, like that person, I feel like no matter how much you try to influence the other person to like them, love them, hate them, they're not going to choose it. They're going to go based on how they feel about that. And I really feel like that's a good quality about people, is they go based on what they really feel over what somebody else is saying. You got to do your own investigation. That's how I say things.
Let's just keep politics out of it, because I don't want to go down the rabbit hole.
Hold up.
I know you're talking in general.
I'm talking about general. I kept the politics out.
I'm just pointing it out. I'm waving the flag on that.
General, because...
because
we'll talk. Wait, hold on. We'll talk about politics. Yeah, we'll definitely talk about politics. I'll tell people.
No, we're not going to.
Like Barack Obama or something like that comes back on. Then we'll talk about...
Bruh.
Changing subject.
So going back to Gaby. What else is new besides not joining a cult?
Besides not joining a cult, I don't know. I don't know where to start. That's where I'm just like.
Are you focused on the camera still?
A little.
Oh my god.
That I'm sweating a little. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I feel like you
should I cover that up? Should I cover the screen?
No, you're good.
Okay.
No, I just don't know where to start. It's just
just talk about you.
Like, I know people have been, like, looking at my postings the last, like, 2 weeks. And then, like, I have a lot of people calling me, replying to me, are you okay? Or, like, what's going on?
Like, I'll just go there. I'll start asking you those questions because
do that.
I noticed that you were seeing someone and then all of a sudden, poof, and then you did have these drama posts about, like, I'm over here, I can see snakes, your colors. That's what I saw. So
no, I didn't help her say that. Maybe I did.
What's going on with that? Want to clarify?
I just feel like I feel like I got stabbed, like, in the heart real bad. I feel like
really? So that much of a betrayal?
100%.
Yeah, more like the disrespect. But
well, what happened?
It's because I feel like after the last guy, stupid bartender.
God damn, that motherfucker.
After him, it, like, took me, like, I needed to go get help. I needed to, like, you know, like, I was going through it. And I feel like that time, I closed everybody off except, like, Michelle and, like, Melanie. They're the only ones that truly know how I was feeling. I would cry to them. I would, like, they would see it all, you know, like. But I feel like everybody else, nobody knew how I felt and what I was going through. So I kind of closed myself off, and I feel like I lost a lot of people because of that. Because I was just trying to focus on, like, improving myself because of that. But I feel like after him, it took me, like, a whole year, literally a whole year. February turned a year.
People might think it's like I'm going to chime in real fast because I know that you were going through that too. But people, I know that they might say, well, what was the fixation on this guy? What was the big deal about this guy? Or what made you fall like that, right? And no matter what it is, I always say this to people, like, it doesn't matter what it was. I feel like everybody's entitled to their own feelings, and you can't tell somebody how to react to that pain. Do you feel what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people do say, oh, she should get over it. She should this, she should that. And it really bugs the shit out of me. And I'm going to tell you why. Because that's not fair, because you're not validating her feelings, first of all. And you're not validating a lot of people's feelings, because if it happened to me, I would be, like, devastated if I felt some type of way about, like, say, per se, Ruben, right? And everybody's like, oh, just get over him. He's this, he's that, right? But, like, that's still not validating what I'm feeling. And see, that's why I don't like to shut off people's feelings no matter how I feel, or even if I'm in disagreement with them.
Well, this is where I kind of want to know, because I feel like we're being very vague. So
100%.
Can we maybe get a little bit more specifics as far as who is this person? What was the timeline?
You don't
what
have to
happened?
say name, but you can just be real.
Yeah, you can say
you're talking.
You can say asshole 1, asshole 2.
Yeah,
or
we
you
can talk about he's talking about your relationship that just happened. Like, what happened?
No, yeah.
Well, I feel like I'm hearing a lot of
like he's pretty much just saying, bitch, just get there.
I want to know, like,
it's good.
Who did it? Who do we got to kill?
Yeah, I'm getting there. That's why I'm, like, bringing up, like.
Wait, hold on, I need Stu for that. Who we got to kill?
Hold up. Wait a minute.
No, I'm just kidding. Tell him facts.
Okay, so then.
And again, if I don't want to pressure you, so if you don't want to talk,
you did.
I'm getting there, though. I really am getting there.
Because I remember the last podcast, you were like, "Oh my God, that's my trigger. Like, don't say that."
Yeah.
So
like
no triggers for you.
The word. No.
I can't say retard.
You said
I had to say it because they're not going to know.
I know, like the word retard.
No, the last trigger that you guys went buck wild when I said porn, and you guys were like, "Whoa!"
No, that's still it. You want, bro? You just opened up a whoop ass for me right there again.
The furniture is going to start flapping like Pete's Playhouse.
The addiction on that. Let's not go into that again, right? Just look at the other one.
Okay.
Miss Gaby.
So I feel after that motherfucker.
After
it took
what?
Me, the bartender.
So
it took me a year to, like, actually finally, like.
So after this one person,
into my heart and get to know.
So bartender's motherfucker.
Okay, but let's just back up for a second. It took a whole year.
It took a whole year for me to actually, like, give somebody a chance. Yeah. I just won't, because after, like, I did go on dates, but
lucky.
How many of them after the first date did I call back? None. Because I just, you know, like,
wow.
You didn't feel the vibe.
I didn't feel the vibe, and then like with
that's what dating's for. It's like you meet with people and you vibe with them. Either they're super cool or they're just like meh. They got their own ulterior motives.
Yeah. I always look for the red flags. I don't know why. It's a bad.
But aren't those the ones that turn you on?
No. What she just said is false. Red flags
was
there.
Like red flags. You're like, oh, I love red flags.
Those new guys wasn't. There was no red flags on the new one. This recent one. Until at the end.
Oh, you're saying you after bartending you look for red flags.
Well, none that you saw.
Got it. None that you saw.
None that I saw yet.
Yeah.
And
because people are good at like
there was.
What?
And then No, so then this guy came along. Yes, I like after the first date, I was kind of like, wait, I didn't see any red flags. I'm like, wait. Like,
Okay, so
what's going on?
after date number 1,
There's a yellow flag. It's not red. It's yellow.
well, how about the green flags? You know? What did you see?
There was green
No,
flags. There was green
a
flags.
lot
There
of
was green flags. She
No,
told
Okay,
me.
like what?
I'm not gonna lie.
She
Like
took her on dates. Come on now. He
yeah,
did some
we
things
went on a
for
lot of
you.
dates. It was like, you know, like I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say he was a bad guy. Like every time we hung out, he treated me like a princess. He got me flowers. You know, like it.
But that's
he was
what
the right.
Narcissists do. You hate flowers. I had to say it. Okay, I'm done. I had to say it.
I just want to make sure you guys know the definition of one.
I don't even give a shit about
You guys-
a
We
narcissist.
always
at the
talk
end of the
about.
day.
You're
narcissists
like
in
pretty
every
close
podcast.
enough.
Everybody in
Let's
the world is
label.
a fucking narcissist at this point.
Yeah, like pretty close enough. Let's label him that.
Yeah, thank you. I see.
Yeah.
See,
You know, he's kind of on the border. Let's just put him there. So, yeah.
well, I mean, gaslighting, narcissist, right? I would say gaslighting would be a main red flag.
I just feel like guys are getting more and more better at like kind of knowing what to tell you for you to stick around.
Sheesh, that part.
That's the scary part because I feel like with him, I even told him like I'm scared. Like I'm scared.
Oh, that was nice for you to be real,
like
though.
I have this
Scared of
fear.
what?
That was cool.
I just feel like every time I start feeling happy, like a bomb gets thrown at me. So
That
I'm
part.
like, I have this fear. And he, like, when we hung out, we were talking about it and everything. He made me feel like I'm safe here. I have nothing to fear.
Good.
I have, you know.
Of course.
But then the ending came. The ending
Dun,
came.
dun, dun.
Okay,
and I
so
feel
what was
like
the start of the begin or the beginning of the
The
end?
beginning was good.
beginning-
No. So it was
the
good,
end, when I
good,
started
good.
feeling weird. So,
Oh, I
okay.
see.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
I
beginning
know.
of the end. Like,
Yeah,
where did
I
it
just-
start?
I started realizing like his texting was becoming more dry, more lagging, more, you know. And the first time I confronted him about it, it was like we were still cool and whatever. But then it got worse, and then I confronted him one last time about it, and he just told me like he's not like in a mental right state of mind to like.
Okay,
give
and
me
this
the
is
attention.
after how long after, like, till you got to that point? Like, was it months, weeks, 3 months?
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to say around that.
But she knew him way before that. So
I knew
it's
him way
okay.
before.
Different,
Okay,
yeah.
So this is what
So it
makes
was like
it
a
hard.
friendship?
Because I don't want people to think, oh, wait, but she only knew this guy for the bit. She had a friendship for a long time. This wasn't.
No, yeah, this is like a family friend. Like his
Yeah.
family and my family have been knowing each other for
Gotcha.
like 8 years. You know, so
So,
like,
yeah, she
Gotcha.
knows him.
so that's the
since
part
young
that I
age.
kind of like. I don't know. So
Yeah.
when we said goodbye, basically, I was like, I wasn't in pain. I was sad. I was in shock. I was like, wait, like.
Well, you're skipping
did-
ahead. So, like, what was the part that you even decided to end it?
After he told me that.
After he told you. So
You know
that
what?
just
But more, you did it more. I'm gonna remind her. Did
Go
it more
ahead.
when you felt like he shifted. I feel people have a shift in them, and so when you felt that shift of like he was no longer being that same person, he was kind of being more short. You were like, "There's something different about you."
No, yeah, that's
And
what
I don't like
was
it.
noticing, but like
That's what she
That's
started
when I
noticing.
was like confronting him about it, like telling him like, hey, like, what's going on?
you're just not being yourself like normally.
Yeah, like what's going
Okay,
on? Am I
and
doing? I think the
is there a
the
reveal?
last message I told him, I'm like, if you're talking to someone else, then just let me know and I'll.
Yeah.
No, there isn't, but there is, bitch.
And I don't know, like I just feel like after that, I was just like. I kind of was blaming myself and I felt dumb and I was like laying down on the couch and I just didn't want to get up. My mom was asking me, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?
Yeah.
And I'm like, nothing. Just know I'm sad. Like nothing. Just know, like I didn't want to talk about it. And then when I didn't want it to hit me is that same week on Sunday, I went out with my friends. And I blacked out. Blacked out how I
Okay.
used to before. Like,
And
when I was a
I'm gonna tell
bartender-
everybody out
Drink
there,
after drink.
was-
don't drink to that point where you need a blackout because
Yeah.
nobody's worth it.
No, yeah.
Nobody's
I
worth
blacked
it.
out. I got home. I don't even remember. Like, I woke up. It was 9 in the morning. I was on my couch. And I was like, what the fuck? And then my mom sat down with me the next day, and she didn't get me in trouble. No. She just looked at me like...
She didn't get me in trouble. I'm not in trouble.
Well,
looked at
you're
me
pretty grown,
sad.
so
I was
I don't
gonna
think you
say
can
that,
be
but I'm trying to
grounded
be like,
No,
anymore.
it's because when
She was with
every
her
time I
parents still,
showed
so.
up blacked out like that, it was when I was like still like talking to that bartender,
Oh,
and
God.
it was bad. It was bad. Like
Okay.
it was
So
really bad.
who got you home if you were blacked out?
Oh, my friends. My friends.
Okay.
They
Just
got me home
making sure.
safe and everything. Yeah, no. They got me
Good.
home safe.
No, yeah, 100%.
And
Just making sure it wasn't some stranger at the bar.
No,
Like, hey, I'll
no,
take you
Stranger
home.
danger.
Stranger danger. Yeah.
No, it was my friends. They took care of me. Like, shout out to them because
Shout out.
Gabby is not good. You know.
Do they got to
So
pick you up?
I heard they kind of had to carry me with the car. So
Wow.
I'm like, damn, okay.
That's
but
never
like
happened
the
to me.
next day, like when I woke up and my mom like sat down like in front of me and she was just like telling me like, hey, like I asked you if you were sad. You said yes, you're sad. You didn't want to talk to me about it. You go out and you come back like.
Devastated.
You can't
Just faded.
walk. Like you
Yeah.
can't walk.
Yeah.
Your friend is
Can't
carrying you
walk.
to the door.
Yeah.
She's like, you're going. I don't want you to go back to that girl. Like you didn't do that in a while anymore. Like,
You know what it is?
so-
Because they love you. You know,
Yes.
they love
No,
you.
yeah. That's why I was
That's all
like,
it is.
fuck, you're right. So like that day they all went out and I stayed home. I literally was like crying and I was like praying, like praying so loud. And I was like, please don't let me go back to that girl because I feel like that
Yeah.
girl healed. That girl's gone. Like, do not let me go back to that girl just because I'm hurt right now, you know?
So was it just the one occasion?
There was that one occasion.
Okay.
And then I was still sad about it for like a whole week. And then we went to a party at his house. It was past Saturday, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, it's barely been a week since we stopped talking. So I was like,
So you were comfortable going to the party?
I made her go.
she kind of made me
Okay.
go. And then
I
was
did.
like,
I said, you're going to show up. And I did tell her. I said, you know what? It's a boss move. You go. I don't care. I mean, you know I love you. And I'm never going to steer anybody wrong. But I said, you know what? It speaks volumes when you can show up to somebody who done such a thing like that to you. You know what I mean? And I'm going to show up and say, I'm still going to freaking kick it with everybody here, man. Like, you're good. You're over there. I'm here, right? But I want her to show her, like, that's power. Like, when you can just be in the presence of someone that you don't even fuck with anymore. So, like, I wanted her to know that. I didn't want her to have an absence there. If you have an absence from something, that means you damaged me so fucking much, I can't come back from that. No, fuck you. I'm going to show up at that party. And that's what I want her to have, that boss. I told her that's being a boss. That's owning it. Because we always talk about the boss bitch shit. I always tell her, boss bitch shit ain't owning shit. I mean, like, it's not about cars and all that good stuff. It's about here.
Okay.
Where, you know what I mean? So
No, it's
go
good.
on.
See,
She
you got
showed
a
up.
good hype man over here. Just
Yes.
yeah, I
like,
do.
yeah,
Number
you
one.
gotta
But
go.
then I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe if I had all these questions that I was asking myself because I was still blaming myself before that party. I was like, it was me. What did I do wrong? Why am I not getting
And I
these
think
answers?
those are the answers that will drive you crazy because
And
we've all gone through it. So
Yeah, and I'm
us
glad
as the older crowd.
I'm glad I went.
It's not you.
Yeah, I was like, if I
not.
go,
It's not
if I
you.
It's
go,
not. Never.
Remember when we talked about the peach analogy?
Look at her.
Oh my God! Was I drunk?
Sherman the peach.
Yeah, you could be the most beautiful, tastiest peach
Let's
in the
go.
world, and at the end of the day, someone's not gonna like peaches.
Yeah.
yeah.
So guess what? They can go to the fucking apple. That's right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stay this peach.
like I'm gonna get an orange. Maybe I want some cantaloupe. I don't know.
Right? That
No,
part.
but I'm like glad I showed up. I feel like most of my questions were answered.
Good.
And that made me feel a lot better.
So you had a
Like, more
confrontation?
relieved. I said hi to him whenever, right?
Okay, you didn't understand that.
You said
But-
questions were answered. So
But I guess he did show up. He was there with another girl all night, and he was dancing with her.
Oh, really?
So I was like, "There's my answer."
So there's your answer. So that's what you
It
saw.
wasn't me. It was you talking to another girl. I asked you to be honest with me, and you weren't about it. But I mean, you know.
But did you
that's
conversate,
out of my
confront?
control. No, I
No,
left
you
early.
just left it?
I
Because she didn't
early.
know though. She didn't know until after.
I didn't know until after. So I
But
left
here I
early.
am. I tell her, you know what? Now that you know, I told you, we already talked about this. I said, you have to be strong enough and brave enough. If you want to be a bad bitch, you got to be that bad bitch. You know what I mean? Bad bitch is, I'm not going to let you fucking think you're going to do what you did to me. And matter of fact, I'm going to confront you because you're trying to hide who you really fucking are. And that's disgusting to me. It's when a guy or a girl, because I hate saying that because it sounds so crazy. A guy or a girl couldn't hide. Thank
I like
you.
that.
I
'Cause
know.
you were
I
this,
forget
like,
I'm talking
man
to you.
and guys,
Yeah, it's
and
like
I
a
was
man
like,
hater.
hey,
She's a man hater.
keep in mind, bitches
I'm
be
not
doing
a
that
man
shit
hater.
too.
I'm not a man
Bitches
hater.
They are.
I'm not a man hater. So I say more men because, I always tell you, I look at them more like leaders because the Bible, but we ain't even getting into that. But anyways, so I told her, I said, you know what? I want you to boss up because you always look at me like a boss bitch. She was a boss bitch. But I say, I'm not as big as a boss bitch as people think that I am. but when I need to be, I need to be. And so I told her, a boss bitch is like handling your business. You know what this guy did. He showed up with another, or invited another girl, which he's super fucking disrespectful. I'll beat you. But super disrespectful. And he's a coward for that. You're a coward, you're disgusting, and you're immature. Obviously, it speaks volumes on your immaturity. Because even if
let me
I
ask
do,
first,
you don't do that.
before you get ahead, before you start name calling, before you start doing all this, how much of an actual commitment was there?
Does it matter?
Yes,
Is respect
does.
respect?
No. It absolutely matters.
Yo, men are wilding.
Because I'm going to tell you, because if it's surfacey, if it's just dating, if you're conversating, if there's no actual commitment, like, hey, you're my girlfriend. Hey, I'm your boyfriend.
Okay, so if somebody says, and I'm just, the question
Because if you're talking, you're talking. You know
no,
that.
100%.
You're
still single, right? Right?
Yes.
You still do. Yeah, I agree with you.
If you're talking.
But, so what's the point of this? And I want to ask you because you're a man. So if we have no commitment, right? You're saying there's no boyfriend, girlfriend, and I agree with that. You're single. How can you tell somebody something?
Without a title, there is no entitlement.
So I agree with that because I have to.
Because guess what? As soon as you give the title, there's the entitlement.
Okay. But if you tell a girl you love them.
They tell you whatever you want to hear, but do you believe it? That's
what
the thing. You gotta smell. You gotta smell that bullshit detector.
What if like their actions at the moment was matching?
So if you love me, then where's the commitment? Where's the promise?
That's true. That's right.
Where's my promise at?
That's where I really like that.
Oh, I like that. Keep talking.
I'm like, no,
it's like, hey, I know. Like, yeah, you're gonna get like distracted, or you're gonna be, the illusion, all that. But hey, you gotta know. You gotta protect yourself. I always say, smell the bullshit detector.
Wow.
Yeah, and after that,
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that. I'm gonna have to just shut down and agree.
That's when I posted. I know you liked it too, and then she called me, but I knocked out. I literally had to take NyQuil to knock out because I was just like, oh my god, I can't have
cheers.
Hey, ZQuil. Don't fuck with NyQuil. ZQuil.
That posted me crying. That's when I posted that the day after that party. But I feel like that's like the last time I cried about it, because then after that, like, I took a nap, like I wasn't able to sleep, so I had to take the NyQuil to like knock myself out at least for like an hour or two. And that's when I wake up to like a lot of messages. I wake up to her call, another person call, another person call, and like then that just made me realize, like, you know what, there's just a lot of people here for me. On like the first time. The reason why I'm posting stuff like that, it isn't to get like the attention. It's just more like I learned from the first time.
Yeah.
The first time, like I said, I thought I was alone, so I tried to deal with it alone, and it like mentally fucked me over like a lot. So now I'm just like, no, now I'm letting people know, my close friends know, and they're proving to me that they're there for me. So I'm like, you know what, I'm not alone. I shouldn't be sitting here crying over someone who doesn't care how I feel. So that's when I was like, nah, I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, I'm still hurt, but I don't know, I kind of felt relieved. Like, kind of relieved in a way after that party, because it's like he kind of showed me, like, damn.
Yeah, true
colors. It shows you that those feelings are still there, or you still have that ability to
because you can't just cut off stuff like that.
It's
hard to cut off stuff.
And I feel like it's going to take me a while to even, like, give another guy a chance right now. Like, I just, like...
I say yay and nay, because you just never know.
Unless God all of a sudden there was, like, a prince at me, But for, like, right now, what I think, I just feel like, because I have a lot of people, like, don't get me, a lot of people messaging me, but I don't answer them.
It's not even about that.
Hey, you miss every shot you don't take. Remember that.
I don't know.
Sometimes it's not worth it.
When it's just in your DMs, I'm like, ew, how many girls' DMs are you in? Like, second of all, you don't know me in person. What are you doing in my DMs? So I'm like,
they're trying to get to know you.
Right?
How do you,
like, bitch, why you got me on
get to know you?
I think I'd rather meet a person.
Would you want to post your address?
No.
They're like, what's up, girl?
Was I supposed to go to high school with you? I'm trying to get to know you, bitch.
I don't know. I'm not one to, like,
they're going to hold a speaker over their head.
I'm not one to meet up with a person, like, on Instagram that I don't know. I'd rather meet a person.
But she can have a person she don't know on Instagram. It makes no motherfucking sense.
I mean, I don't follow them back. My account's public, so
but
I don't know.
The principle.
They follow me.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Follow them back. Like, unless I know you, then I'm not following you back. Like, that's just...
I would feel some type of way. Like, if I try to talk to you and I follow you and then you don't follow back, I'm like, oh,
you bitch.
Like,
no, when I was live on Tuesday, someone was like commenting on the live, and they're like, "Follow me back." I think I said something like, "I don't follow people, I don't know back."
I don't know you.
And they left the live after. I was like, okay.
They're like, deuces?
I don't care.
I'm going to feel some type of way.
I don't know. I just feel like, because I did tell that guy I did love him, and I feel like that's like the second guy. That's the second guy that I actually truly say that to.
I feel like she did.
And like, yeah, remember when I first posted him?
I feel like you can love
anybody.
You
literally called me and you're like, you posting a guy? Like, what is going on? Because
I was like, who is he? I think I never met him.
I saw something on a story where you posted it, and then I remember like asking Michelle, or she told me just like coincidentally, like, oh yeah, she's dating somebody. Like, oh, good for her. And then it was like all these bad posts. I'm like, oh, something happened. I'm like, okay, like I got to restart the podcast.
And another podcast. Here we go.
We need to get the viewership up.
Viewership up
on YouTube.
I like
so now we're on YouTube.
I know. I'm like,
I'm a number one fan.
At the end of the day, I'm not gonna say he was a bad guy. I'm not gonna say he treated me horrible. He didn't. Like I said, he treated me like a
Listen
princess.
to me. No, stop. This is where I'm gonna tell her to stop right now.
What?
I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm not saying he's a bad guy.
Okay, what?
I'm not gonna say he's a bad guy because I don't know him. So that'd be unfair, right? But what I'm saying is like, there's a way and respectful way to treat any individual, whether it's a man or a girl, okay? You know when you're gaslighting someone. You really know when you don't love somebody. You know when you want to end stuff to call your ex back. Listen to me. I'm not saying you're a bad guy. I'm not saying you're a good guy. I'm just saying you're a piece of shit. But that's my personal opinion. You're a piece of shit because there's ways to handle shit. There's ways to handle this shit. And you knew what you were doing. You knew what you were doing. You can't sit there and say a grown motherfucker doesn't know what they're doing. You know what you're doing. And I hate that we give people that, like we say, no, you knew what you were doing. Because if I know what I'm doing, and even at a certain age I knew what I was doing, I mean, I might not be super fluent in what I'm doing, but I know still that I'm hurting someone, dude. I know when I'm hurting someone. So at the end of the day, like,
I think when you're in your 20s, you're still trying to figure it out. Because in your 20s really is when you start making those life decisions. Like, all right, this might be the person I'm stuck with for fucking ever. Yeah. Or, you know, this is my baby daddy or my baby mama. So, yeah, it's very like, sometimes people get that fear of commitment. So,
but then keep out stuff like love. I love you. Keep all that shit. Just do you. Like, do what you want to do. Like, you know, you don't gotta gaslight someone back. I love you. I see myself with
you. You can't dismiss it.
The thing that I hate is like when a person knows what you've been through, everything that you've gone through. Like I said, like I told them I was scared, whatever, right? When they know that and they still end up doing you that dirty, like, I don't know. I hate that.
Or using it against you.
No, I don't see how.
I don't think.
Well, portraying it.
I just like, if you know like what I've gone through before, why keep it going if you know you didn't want anything?
Did you ever confront them and be like, hey, is this something, where is this going? The conversation every girl has, you know, like, hey,
where's this going? Hey, let's go dance over there.
Like, am I
where's
your
this going? Hey, are you hungry?
I feel like, I don't know, I got that a lot when I was younger.
That part. Yeah, matter of fact,
hey, what are we?
Yeah.
Like, what is this? What are we doing?
And I feel like
did you have that conversation?
Kind of.
You didn't.
You didn't.
It's kind of like, did you do it? Did you have sex? Kind of. No, you didn't.
I mean, a little bit. Let's talk about it.
No. If only the first centimeter went in. No.
I just feel like where I felt like the most like disrespect is we barely had a week where we stopped talking, so I didn't even get a chance to tell my parents we're not talking anymore because I was trying to figure it out. Because my parents' fear was if something goes wrong, I don't want it to get in between his family and our family. We've known each other for so long.
I'm
like, okay. And so, like, I didn't even get a chance to tell them that we stopped talking. I was trying to figure it out how. I was still dealing with the emotions myself, you know? So, but they found out with how because they see her dancing. They see him dancing with another girl. So I'm like, okay. So now it's kind of like, my mom, I was like, I wonder what went through my parents' head when they saw that. Because my mom barely brought it up today. Yeah.
Well, what was their thoughts and conversation with you when you guys were dating? Like, was it positive? Was like, oh yeah, we're all excited for it, or was there more caution to that?
It was more caution.
Well, there you go. Then they probably had it in their back of their mind, like, hey, don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, it was more.
It might not work out.
And my mom barely brought it up today. We went for breakfast.
That's nice.
Good. She was like, hey, so like,
that's cool.
Are you guys still friends, or like what's
and that's
going on
that right there. You should still remain friends. Fuck it, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't mind, like, you know, like, I'm not one to, like,
because
make it
maybe right
awkward.
now isn't the right time. Maybe
Exactly. Like, I'm not one to make it awkward or anything, but when you don't follow me, like, if I'm the one who did something bad,
Okay.
like, come on now.
That does no, that's the immaturity. Like, I remember, it just is immaturity. But I do agree with you. I feel like it does, like, even though he's a piece. Let me tell you something.
You had to like
a piece of shit.
A piece.
So listen to me. Even though he's that,
I thought you said
matter.
at peace, but you were trying to say a piece of shit.
Okay. See, now you understand me. Oh, so anyways,
you're being
I feel
dramatic.
like I'm
Peace.
super dramatic, but I feel like no matter what, I feel like I would like you because I'm really no one to say this, but I try the best I can to be the bigger person and be like, you know what? Even though you did this to me, I still want you to have a good life. Because you never want to put that, and I hate this word, but I'm going to say it, that karma on yourself. I want you to have that like I always say, what you reap what you sow, right? So when you speak that good, positive vibes out there, I feel like it's only going to get to come back to you. So you know what? You don't got to wish that person nothing because actually be grateful that you didn't get stuck with that. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean about it, but you know, I feel like God always has better for you then. I mean, it's just not, it wasn't your time to be with that person or that person just wasn't for you. As much as we don't want to see that, but I feel like God is so good that I feel like there will be that person that is going to treat you like everything you didn't even think that you could get from someone, you know? And that's respect, love, compassion, endurance. I mean, you name it, like it's going to be there and you're finally going to wake up and say, wow, man, I remember when I dealt with this, and that. And like, I just wanted only this, you know? And I feel like God is going to give you that, whether you believe it or not. I really believe it with all my
I have a
heart.
suggestion for you, by the way. Take it as you want.
Yeah.
But since you're the type of person that's like, yeah, I don't even like look at my DMs. But I feel
Read them all.
like you should just speed date through your DMs. Like, all right, like here's your shot. No,
Don't listen to
no,
man's
stop,
advice.
Stop.
No.
Okay, wait, what
Listen why. Like, it's
God,
like,
I
all
wanna
right,
hear
like,
this.
boom, like here, let's have a video call. Here's your one shot. What is it? Like, come on. Like,
As
talk
soon
to
as
me.
you get high, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
hang up.
Yeah, like what?
I don't know your
Like no,
voice.
too late.
Hi.
Did you win? No, you're next. Like run through it. Like who knows?
And delete.
Yeah,
Block.
I feel
Yeah.
like if you don't give people a chance, then yeah, you're absolutely gonna miss out on something that might have been.
That
I
is,
just feel
I mean,
like right now
that
I
is true,
just
I
don't want
guess.
to. Right now I just don't want to.
I mean, you
So,
can't,
But
yeah.
even you might come
Yes.
across friendships that you never knew were
Oh,
there.
that is true. I agree with that.
That's what I'm saying.
doesn't
People
need
just
guy
want
friendships, though.
connections.
I know, I don't need guy friendships anymore.
Sure, he has enough guy friendships.
Yeah.
She don't need any more.
Okay. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
No, but like what she was
Go
saying.
get spoiled. Go get treated like, whatever. Go have fun.
Like what
And
she
besides-
was saying though, like
Go ahead.
I never wish bad upon anybody. I don't wish bad upon him at all. Like I said, I have this love for him still. Like obviously, like if I told a person I love him, I meant it. So I don't wish bad upon him.
Let me get one of those ropes.
But I did see a quote. What did it say? Where I was kind of like, yes.
I like quotes. So what is it?
Yeah, it said.
Do you remember
like,
it?
It said, I don't wish bad. The only thing I wish bad upon anybody is that they meet themselves in somebody else.
That what? Say it again.
They meet themselves in somebody else.
They meet themselves in something. I love that.
So
Say
I
it
was
again.
like,
No, say it again one more time for me.
Well,
Wait. I
We're
have
going
it,
back to
saved.
karma.
Yeah.
Cool.
But
Wait,
no, like that's
Karma
not like
don't
really
exist.
like I don't wish like I hope you have the worst love life of your like like I don't wish stuff like that.
Okay, maybe I do.
Right?
Maybe I do. No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
it's kind of like I just feel like a person needs to learn, but
they will.
and
They
they need
will.
to learn. They need to
And they
learn what
will.
they did to a person.
No, they will.
So that they meet
will.
themselves in another person,
Ooh,
and
I like
hopefully
it.
after that, it's like. Damn, they think like, damn, I really put this person in that pain. I really like, like.
Jeezy.
Go ahead.
Not to throw you under the bus, but
Go ahead.
no, and I have to because we keep it
There
real
you
here,
go,
right?
bro.
But I have to.
I see the
have
headlights
to.
coming. Go
Thank
ahead.
you. You once told me about a relationship that you had, and I hate to throw this, but I
Go
have to
ahead.
because it shows you that they do learn with the other girl. When you said bitch, but you know what I'm talking about, right? We don't
Yes.
gotta mention names, but you learned a lot from that, and you actually regret
facts.
just treating her like a certain way. So
Well, I mean,
I-
just to elaborate
Yeah.
on that, I was that angry guy. I
Yeah.
got out of relationships. I was like, fuck this, fuck you, fuck
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah, there you
blah,
go.
blah, blah. And you realize, like, hey, don't be an asshole.
that part.
That part, yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't be an asshole.
So you did learn. I see you from then to now. I'm like, wow.
But then keep in mind, I was like 40 years ago.
But it doesn't matter. The point
And
is
you
like
know what? I'm still
trying to tell
developing.
her,
Yes.
it happens. You do learn from it. Even I do. Even girls do. We learn from it. You know what I'm saying? That's the point. Like we're forced.
With age, it comes wisdom. So I had to go through it.
If you want the wisdom, because some people are so stupid. So.
Yeah, some like just keep repeating the same mistakes. And it's literally the definition of crazy.
That part.
So.
Insane.
Mm-hmm. Thinking that something's going to change, but no, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
What was that other saying? Because like if you want something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done.
Ooh. Hey, I like that one.
Yeah, I'm going to pull some more fucking fortune cookie shit from you guys.
That part.
But yeah, if you want something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done.
Wow.
Let that sink in, audience.
Yeah. That's deep.
Okay.
That's real deep. I like that one. That's something I've never heard before. And wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's deep.
Yeah,
like
I
bungee
said,
jump? Jump out of an airplane? I mean, what are we doing
hey,
here?
that was dope, though. I wish I could have done it.
Yeah,
you picked the worst time.
I did. You were hungover. That was not my problem.
God.
That was your problem.
No,
We told you to drink before then.
How we even made it
Dude, I don't even know. I was dying. I talked about it just like about 2 weeks ago. I was dying. I actually looked at the video of us. And I said to myself, how the fudge did we do 10 miles? A walk. It was 5 miles, 5 miles. How?
Yeah, 5 and 5.
How?
Yeah,
I was dying. Up terrain.
Yeah, it
down
was like
the hill.
rocks,
through the river.
Rocks and
my
water.
God.
And like.
And people think we're over exaggerating. This was real shit.
This was like.
Military shit.
Yeah, we were drunk all the way till like 1, 2 in the morning. We were up by like 5.
Horrible.
And we had to get there at 7.
No,
Yeah, we had to
I
get there at
said, let's
7.
go bungee jumping. They said, let's do it. And Amanda's like, okay, let's go. And she's like, fine. Jeezy came in jeans. I said, fool. Like, are you crazy? Like, but we didn't know. We thought when we showed
I
up.
thought you were going to drive there,
That
and
part.
that's right there.
Me
I didn't know
too. They were like, oh. These people come in little hiking
Well,
gear.
they
Let's
warned
go. I'm
us
like,
too. They warned us like, hey, we're going to
didn't
go
know
5
that.
miles. Just FYI. And then we all still went through with it.
I couldn't believe it. And then I was just telling somebody, like, I went there like a boss ass bitch, like we say. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go. And I was just telling Ruben, and it's funny. I was like, when I got there, and I was like, I ain't gonna fucking jump. I can't get out of this. And then GZ was like, Michelle, I don't know what happened. Michelle, he was like, go, Michelle, go. He's like, and I was like, I can't. And then like Amanda was like, Michelle, you better go. You better jump off. I was like, oh shoot, I don't know if I can. But actually, the second time they encouraged me. And I actually jumped off. And I was like, dude, but it was really hard. I don't give a shit until you're in a point like that. You don't know. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't know. Like, shit, I'm going to jump off right now. And, I don't even know what's going to happen to me right now.
Have you done the skydiving?
I would never.
You would. I mean, you did the bungee.
I'm not doing it. Like, I'm lucky I even did that. You know what? If I can be honest with you, if I'm just really honest with you, you know that, I don't know if you know this, but you should know this. What? I'm terrified of heights. Terrified. Okay. And I can't believe I did that. But I was having a fuck you, like, attitude that year. Like, fuck everything. Fuck you. Fuck this person. Fuck that, right? I know it sounds crazy and ignorant. And I just didn't give a shit if I kind of made it or I didn't at that point. So I think it was kind of like, fuck it. That I was living remember? Fuck it. So that was my
I think if we go back to that first podcast, you were like, fuck it.
That was like my motto, like, fuck it. You want to do it? Fuck it. You know, that was
and then everyone started doing it.
Yeah. And so, like, I was living that era in my life. And so I did it. I was like, dude, I'm happy it's done. Never again. So now in this point in my life, do I want to jump out of a plane? Hell to the nana. I don't even think I could. I
would recommend it just because it is the most freeing, liberating.
You did it how many times?
Once.
Just once?
Yeah.
But Amanda, how many times?
Once.
I thought she did it twice. I don't know why I'm thinking.
Well, she jumped off the stratosphere in Vegas.
Oh,
so if that even
nice.
Counts. And the bungee jump.
The one that actually goes down, the one I seen go down, or the one that goes like from, or no, it does go down. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the Rio, because the Rio has like the other one.
You're thinking of the zip line.
Yeah, I did that one. That's not even wild.
No, the stratosphere is just the one where you just you just bungee jump.
Do you bungee jump down, or do you like? I thought it was like a walk down kind of thing.
Well, you free fall, and the cable slows you down on the way down. So you literally have to jump off, and you're like,
okay, this sounds really stupid, weird.
What?
I would probably do that.
Okay.
I don't know what I would.
Well, you already did the bungee.
No,
it's the same thing.
Weird. I can do that, but there's something about a damn airplane. I just can't do it. It sounds weird, but I just can't.
You're flying.
No, that's what it is. I don't like
Literally
flying. I have a fear of flying. That's what it is.
Is it just like being not in control?
That part.
Is that?
Oh, no, it's not that. It's just like, honestly, like...
Or it's just the fear of the
There's
height?
2 fears I would say. No, 3 fears I totally have.
Wow, okay.
I would say 1, I definitely don't want to die in a fucking car crash. But if I do, I'm still going to heaven, okay? But I don't want to do that. And secondly, I don't want to die drowning because I hate the suffocation part.
What does that have to do with skydiving?
Oh, I'm going to tell you right now. 3, I don't want to die in an airplane because I can imagine like going down.
You'd be
and
out
just,
of an airplane.
You know what? Actually, I'd rather just die in an airplane. Because at least I can pray to Jesus. Like, I'm coming out. I'm coming right now.
Here's the thing. If you die from a skydive, it's like that. Okay? You're lights out.
From skydive? You think so?
Yeah.
No, I have minutes to think about that before I hit the ground.
Yeah. Some people say you die before you hit the ground.
Skydiving?
Yeah, when people have fallen off buildings, like those stockbrokers,
I don't see
they
that
say
happening.
the fear, the shock, it puts you into shock. Like, I'm gonna die. So it's
I mean,
your
I
your
can see
mind
the
protecting
adrenaline
you.
going so hardcore, just falling to the ground. Like, you can't even, like, you would
Yeah,
pass
you go
out.
into shock.
No, 100%. I
Yeah.
think the body couldn't handle that. But knowing my ass, I'll be all the way into the floor. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I feel like, I don't know. I don't have the balls to do it. But you never know. I can't say never.
Fuck
but
it.
Fuck it.
I'm gonna push you. Stop being a bitch. Come
Oh
on.
my God. I feel like Ruben would
Stop
do it
being a
before
bitch,
I
come
would.
on.
He actually talked about it. Ruben talked about doing it before
I mean,
me, so I
you
can
live right there, Paris.
Yeah, I know where I live. I know where it's at. That don't mean shit. Nah, I don't know. I mean, maybe Ruben can get me to maybe, but I don't know. That's really, I don't know. I'm being honest though. I can't do it. I don't have the balls.
If you want to do it, I'll do it. I'll be down.
Yeah,
Gabby's
you
gonna do it
already
with us
fucking
too.
did it.
Yeah, we'll live stream it too.
Knowing her ass, the parachute ain't gonna open, and we all gonna be in trouble.
No,
I'm not trying to go through
You
that.
know my luck.
No, not like.
How many accidents have I been in? How
Oh.
many times in the hospital?
No, you get strapped on to like an instructor. They take care of you.
The instructor died too.
I'll put an extra strap on this girl right here. I'm like,
But at
Not
least there's
yet.
some comfort that like if I gotta go, you gotta go with me. That's what I felt.
I do hear a lot of people do prefer skydiving over bungee jumping though. I don't know why.
It's
I don't
weird.
know
I prefer to
why.
bungee jump over that.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know why.
I don't know. I
don't know.
like free fall. It's crazy.
Like, if I can survive bungee
I
jumping,
feel
then
bungee
maybe I'll, like,
jumping's
jump
the
off a
easy
plane.
part.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're coming out of an airplane many feet up. Like it's crazy.
I can't even imagine that though. I can't.
The fear of it just going
Just
up, and you're like,
thinking about it, I would just die on the spot.
She could barely
Yeah.
go on a roller coaster.
I can't even do roller coasters.
Really? What the fuck?
I'm telling you, I'm bad.
Why?
Because I'm a bitch. Straight up. Like, I'm a bitch when it comes to that shit. Like, I can't. I don't even know what it is. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm a bad bitch.
But
But
it's
then
fun.
put a roller coaster, I'm like, nah, I'll tuck my towel and run.
Like once you get on, right? It's fun.
I mean, I did have fun in some, but like in others, I couldn't even breathe. I was like, like I felt
drops.
death coming towards me. I was like, nah, I'm straight.
I like him. How
That's
about you? Do you
good.
like him, Gabby?
When I first, if it's a roller coaster that I've never gone on, the first time I'm scared, I'm like about to cry. But then if I survive it the first time, then I can keep going on it like nothing.
There you go.
Nice.
I still remember, like, shout out to my niece, when we all went to Six Flags Magic Mountain, and they were, like, at that age where, like, I've never done a roller coaster with the loop.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's do it. I got you. You know, I hyped up my niece and nephew, and they did it. And I remember I got her a little cape, a little Wonder Woman cape, because they were, you know, a bunch of superhero stuff. And I was like, yeah, there you go. You got it. You did it. And they loved
Yeah.
it. So after that, I remember that so good that it was like one of those memories. Like, yeah, because I remember when I was a kid, I was the same way. I was fearful. And then once you get over it that first time, you're I'm good. Let's go get some more. Let's go do some more.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
not me. I always had that fear.
Really?
Yeah, I never liked roller coasters. Like, I ain't going in there.
So you've been on the ones that do loops?
Yeah, and like just
Okay.
one time, that was it.
That was it?
I just don't like them. You know what it is? It's because it just makes me sick.
Is it good? Okay, because I've talked to people about that. I'm like,
They make me honestly sick.
Is it just the fear of being not in control?
No, it's not. Actually,
I feel like that's
mom
a lot.
and my mom and
I hear that a lot from a lot.
Desiree have vertigo and they get sick. So
Okay.
any kind of, I even get car sick.
Well,
so yeah,
also that little feeling in the pit of your stomach where it goes like up,
I just don't
like
like it.
that.
Especially when you see like a drop
Yeah.
is coming. And,
ugh, I don't
Yeah,
like
you
it. I
drop,
don't
you're
enjoy
like,
it.
Your stomach goes up to your
and
throat.
I can't breathe.
Yeah,
I always have to hide
horrible.
my face every
That's
time
fun.
there's a drop. It's like
I like
Yeah.
that. That's that exciting feeling, though. That's
Really?
like, holy shit. Like, you know, it's like, you don't feel
Yeah.
that. That's not normal life. That's not normal for us humans to feel that. But when
Yeah.
you feel it, that adrenaline kicks. It's like a fight or flight instinct to just kind of get excited. So,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, God, you
come
would have
on.
somebody calling us. I can.
Bruh, I'm gonna edit this
hey,
out.
We're gonna be on. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Silence, you know? what I mean?
silence. Aww.
Aw.
Okay, that's little sis. Then we forgive you. But
Okay.
yeah, you know what? I have a lot of fears, more than people can imagine. So you know what I mean?
What do you fear? Besides the car crash, car planes, and...
You know what?
what was the other one? Drowning?
Drowning.
Yeah.
And number 4 would absolutely, if I'm being honest, because nobody would ever admit this, I think I fear
Dying?
dying and
That seems all those
and
keep
wait,
going
but
that.
not like so much dying. Okay, I don't want to say the dying part. It's
Well,
not the dying part.
they all seem to fall back on that.
No, the fear of dying that way I am, but
Okay.
I'm not actually a fear of dying. You know what I
Okay.
mean? If I actually die from one of those, they'd be like, damn, since I aired it, they're going to be like, yeah, she died from a fear she had. Okay, fuck it. I'd still be in heaven. But this part, like,
What
I'm in
part?
fear of the actual dying. I fear of not being able to finish what I have down here before I die. That's the scary part for me out of all of it. Would mean like,
Well, do what
like,
you got to do now. There you
yeah,
go.
so I don't know if I should put boxing gloves, go beat up Desiree. I don't know, like that's the unfinished business I have, you know. Or just kidding, don't be butthurt, shit. But anyway, no, I'm not just kidding. But you know, I feel like I have a lot of unfinished business like that, and it was funny. I actually said this the other day, you know, and I'm gonna
About
bring
what?
it up. I'm gonna do it.
Go for it.
I'm not supposed to do it, but I'm gonna do it. You know, everybody knows well, I don't know if everybody knows, not on here, but I rekindled with my mom and my dad, right?
Yes.
Saw them 2 weeks ago because I needed to borrow my mom's car to get a piece of furniture, and was there. And the whole time I'm telling myself, don't bring up them, don't bring them up, don't bring them up, don't bring family.
who
Just
up?
keep it cool. My sister or like Desiree or
family.
Andrew
Okay.
or any of them, you know, just be cool.
Okay.
So we might have a conversation, cool. My dad's like, I'm gonna go take a shower. I was like, cool. And then I was like, cool with my mom. Had a couple of shots. And then my mom's like, I'm gonna go take a shower now. My dad switches off, right? And then he's like, oh, I'm chilling with me. And then he says this one thing to piss me off.
What's
and he
that?
says, Michelle, you know what it is? He's all, you really need to change your character. You really need to change who you are and be more forgiving and this, and, you know, all this shit about me. And I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I have to keep it real because I have to. I snapped. I fucking snapped. I actually fucking snapped this time. I was done. I was like, you know what?
Were you waiting for something?
I was
maybe?
waiting for actually Ruben.
something to trigger you.
No, I was
mean,
not.
don't
I
know.
was tired, actually. I'm tired of hearing that I need to change. I'm tired of hearing I need to reach out to them. And I actually told my dad, I said, I want you to know this, Mom and Dad. I actually have screenshots because I don't know why I happened to do that. At that time, it was 2 weeks right before I saw them. And I happened to screenshot everybody that stopped talking to me. Vanessa, that she left me on red 3 years ago. Desiree, I tried to get, she said she wanted nothing to do with me. Screenshot that. Alyssa, same thing. Andrew, 3 times she had reached out to him, nothing. So anyways, showed all these screenshots. I wanted to save them just in case because nobody ever heard my story, you know? And so I have them in my hidden stuff, whatever. And I told my dad I had that. And I said, I tried to reach out. So you're over here telling me this, but I tried. And then he was telling me all this stuff. And anyways, I just went off. I said, I don't want to hear shit anymore. I'm done. Don't tell me anything. Don't bring us up again. I don't want to talk about it. Even if I said, you're mad at me because of the way I supposedly partied to divorce. I said, even if I divorced him because I didn't love him, I said, it's my fucking business. I'm not going to tell anybody my business, but this is what it is. So long story short, I went off on my mom and dad, and that was it. You know what I mean? I think they needed to hear that. I didn't want to hear it anymore. I was done with that chapter in my
But
life.
did you pop off? Or did
No,
you
I
kindly have a
did.
conversation and say, you know what, I will show you this, and this is why I am upset?
I feel like talking to them doesn't get me anywhere. But I feel like because
Talking doesn't get you... So what, you feel like
Yeah.
yelling does?
No, not at all. I don't think anyone's understanding.
then what did you mean
so
by
I
that?
did try to tell them and talk it off until they just disrupted my peace, and then I just blew up. And I just told them, I'm done. I said, I want you to remember who I am. I'm trying the best I can. I'm the best artist you have out there. And I hated to say that because it sounds so cocky and nasty. And I said, you know what? I'm doing the best I can. You know, I graduated. I've done this, you know, and done that, whatever. I said, accomplishments don't really make me who I am, but I am still proud of them. And so I said, just lay out
Well, no,
for
I
me.
mean, back up for a second.
Yeah.
Yes, they absolutely make you who you are. Your choices make you who you are. Always keep that in mind. If your choice is to graduate, if your choices is to cut off this person, if your choices are whatever, those are your choices are you.
But what I'm saying is it doesn't make me smarter or better than someone else. That's what I'm saying.
No, it doesn't make you better than
That's what I'm
anyone.
saying.
No.
So that's
it
what I
makes
was trying
you.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to tell him. Like, I don't think that about me. I don't think that cocky of myself. And so, like, when I was telling him that, I said, all I want is your respect. I just want your respect, and I want your acknowledgement that, man, like, I've never asked you for anything really. I just want your love at this point. So that's all I want. I don't want to deal with the bullshit on the side. Just love me for who I am. This is who I am. This is what I accomplished. Just leave me alone already. Like, let me live my life kind of shit.
There you go.
And if there's anybody you want to correct out there, correct the ones that weren't willing to forgive or whatever. Because I'm always willing to forgive. Like, that's just who I am, you know? So for somebody to tell me that I cannot do those things is an insult to me. It's like, come on now. Like, just because I went to church doesn't make me holier than thou either. As I heard a saying, it says, you can go to church and it doesn't make you a good person. Just like going out doesn't make you a bad person, which was one of my greatest, like, wow, it's very true. I could go out all I want. Doesn't make me a bad person.
No, it doesn't
But
automatically.
I can go to church doesn't make me the greatest person. I'd be the most
But
evil
the only
motherfucker
thing
ever.
with those things is just people perceive that. When people say, oh, look, there goes that person going to church. They're like, oh, okay, they must be a good person.
Well,
hey,
good
look at
for
that
you.
person going into that club. They must be a bad person.
They must be a drunk. They must be
Look at
this. They
that.
must be that. No, 100%.
They're walking out of the club stumbling.
They are a bad person. Nah, 100%.
Sorry. My microphone. See, I pulled a U.
I know. No, you know what? I agree
I
with
probably
that.
went blank for a second. Like, what do you say? I don't know.
It's an echo. No, but you know what? Anyways, that's my drama only. But it was good that I think we're cool. I would
You
say.
know what's I've noticed, like, kind of with you, because I know
Yeah.
we could have a conversation, totally be chill. I think certain people will trigger you into aggressive mode
100%.
or attack mode. And
Yeah, 100%. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I think this is what
Insulting
I've
my
come across.
intelligence. That's
Well,
what fucking gets me. Don't
Here's what
insult
I'm
me.
going to get at. Because I've been around different personalities, and I'm always the same. I try to be the same because at the end of the day, people are going to try to provoke
Hey,
you.
I'm Jeezy. Nah,
Yeah.
it's all good
But
here. It's the
it kind
same
of gets
zone.
under people's skin when you're fucking cool, calm, and collective. You know, it just gets under
But
their
you
skin.
do get under a lot of people's skin though. It's weird. I'll be watching that shit and I'm like, what the hell? He didn't
I
even
didn't do anything.
But you're successful. That's the thing. You're just successful.
I'm
like,
on
no,
my
it's
business.
true. And
I mind my business.
And you know what I noticed they say a lot about you? It's so funny. Not to put it out there, but I have to. And just because I see it, that they believe that I would say one word to describe it all in one
Go ahead.
eggshell.
What?
Is bougie. He's just the bougie friend now.
or like the
The
way
spoiled
or
friend.
is it like the perception that people think I'm better than them? or
There
something?
you go. So you saying it. So I 100% it is.
The only thing I will say,
100% it
I do sometimes feel myself being an intellectual snob. You know, just because I have so much I want to share. and
Oh
do
my
and
God!
that.
Let me go buy you a trophy for actually admitting that for the first
Yeah.
time. Just kidding.
No, I mean I can be. I can.
You're intelligent. I wouldn't want to.
I just like when you have to slow down your conversation to someone on their level. Yeah, it gets a little irritating only because I have to repeat myself or stuff that like I already
part.
said this or it gets frustrating. I was like,
Or when they
wow.
try to twist your words and like, oh, you're like, fool! I didn't even just. What are you talking about? I didn't even say that. Like,
But hey, no one's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
I try to be cool and calm as much as possible. But yes, people are going to get to you. You know, you're not perfect. I'm not perfect. I never said, hey, I'm perfect.
You know what I believe it is? I don't believe
What?
it's it, and I'm just being honest, okay? I don't believe that you're a snob or anything like that, okay? Or I just think, honestly, over the years that you honestly decided to be more mature. Because I've seen you, remember? You've seen me and I've seen you.
Yeah, you.
So, like, I know.
You're still that tomboy. I remember from way back in the day.
Exactly.
And yeah, I was that immature kid myself because I was a kid.
Yeah,
we've grown.
exactly. So like seeing you from there to now, I can see how they can feel that way, but they don't understand that it's not that I have this stuff, dude, or any of that. It's just because I decided to be more mature in the way I was going to talk about things, or I was going to be able to step into your shoes and other people's shoes to kind of understand you. And so like, I feel like the way you like decide to talk to people, it's not that you're a snob. I don't believe that. I believe that you just want them to see a different picture besides their own, because it's not always their own that's always right, dude. That there's different perspectives, and you're trying to show that.
I think I'll give a good example of this because I remember having conversations with my siblings when we were younger, and obviously I was a dick. You know, growing up, you're a dick with your siblings, so you're kind of very direct, very blunt, very like what the fuck and da da da. But I feel like it came to a point where I saw them kind of looking at me in the same light when I was younger. I'm like, oh, you guys still think I'm still that person? Like, no, like I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not going to, I'm going to share with you. I'm going to express, like, if you want my opinion, I'll give it to you. I'm going to help you. You got to realize, like, I'm not that person anymore. And sometimes even family will still see you in that same way.
100%, Jeezy. 100%.
So, and I try to show, I mean, I obviously I'm not that same person, but like, I'm not perfect. Yeah, I'm still going to make mistakes. I'm still going to be like.
And that's what I try to tell everybody. Like, I love that how you can even say that. That's why I told my dad, I tell him, look he tried to throw God in my face, and I was like, listen to me. He's like, if you love God so much, he told me pretty much like, why do you live the way you live? I said, first of all, you're looking at my old Instagram of like when I used to drink and party. Now, I'm not saying anything's wrong with that either. I mean, if I want to party and drink, I'm party and drink, right? But that doesn't define who I am, what I put on the internet, man. There's so much more to me than that. Imagine if I just partied all day and I might as well just become a bum and just have everybody support me. How would I have house and cars? You feel what I'm saying? Like, there's so much more than me than just that. And I told my dad, I haven't even partied like that. I don't even go to the club. I don't even do any of that. Right? So, like, I like what you're saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not perfect, dude. But like I'm not the same person like you once viewed. I'm a totally different person that you choose not to view because you're still looking at the old that you can't even recognize the new in front of you. So like I totally agree with that. So like that's why when I see you personally is I see that because I'm kind of on that same level of growth. I'm not maybe on that level. I'm maybe more than you. Nah, just kidding. Because I'm gonna hurt his fefeelings right now. He's gonna be like, oh wait, hold on, let's talk about that.
Well, how about letting Gaby chime in because you're so quiet?
No,
like,
she's
hey, come in.
Anyways,
be part of this.
I would look at. I know it's not about us, but what I'm saying is there has to be change in everybody, okay?
Of course.
That's all I'm saying. And the change has to be for the better, man.
Yeah, it's like another quote that I pulled, if you're the same person you were 20 years ago, then you just wasted 20 years.
That part.
You're not growing.
That part.
Yeah.
And I want to be different, bro. And that's why I always try to tell her. I know it's funny. I always tell her, like, we when I dropped her off, we stayed there about how long in front of your house?
Oh my gosh, like 30 minutes just talking.
And I'm sitting there telling her, because I love her that much. I truly love her like my little sister. I truly, truly do. Like, I don't need to like prove it to anyone else. She knows by how I treat her and what I do and how I talk to her. And I tell her how much God loves her and everything, and how much I know there's something out there for her, and how much I tell her, and you know this, I say this, but out of respect, she knows that everything I come at her, I come with respect.
There you go.
And I want her to, if I wasn't around, I want her to know that she could still grow into that beautiful, flower that God has for her. And I feel like I want her to be more mature. And I told her, I know it's hard, bro. If I had someone like me at your age, I would take advantage. I'd grow as much as I could, I would get it down while I could,
I feel like our generation still has that I'm a kid inside kind of feeling.
Oh,
so
right
it ain't so much
all day.
Like maturing.
But so stupid.
It's I guess for the right situation. When it comes to be like, okay, this situation calls for it. Mature. Yeah, be mature. But when you're around friends and family,
I'm stupid.
Be a kid. Be you. Don't forget that. Don't lose that feeling of being a kid at heart.
But
that's the best I can describe.
You know why? Because I never really got a chance to. I'm the stupidest kid ever. Like, I'm gonna be that kid, I think, until I die. I don't even care. I don't even care. If I'm 80, I'm still gonna be stupid. I'm still gonna be going down the street when I'm not supposed to, or running away, even from home, like I'm gonna run away. You have to chase me. Damn it! Well, I'm gonna go in your booze.
Let me ask you, because you're probably the young one of the group here. So let me ask, like, where do you want to see yourself in 5-10 years?
I don't know. You
have to know.
I don't know, because I'm still trying to see, like, what career I even want to go into. I know, like, it's very limited now with the whole, like, arm thing. And, yeah, they gave me the prosthetic. Yeah, I don't like it. It's literally just thrown in my closet.
Okay.
I don't even know where I put the charger.
I'm going to start using it.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's heavy. I feel like it catches more of the attention. It's like longer than this arm and it bugs me.
So it actually moves?
It moves. Like I could open it and close it with like the nerves right here. Like it moves. It's just.
I'm going to make her use it on the podcast. You got to bring it out
on the next podcast. Just as a demonstration.
I'll bring it.
I want to arm wrestle you.
It crushes you.
Like, let's go.
Because she don't know how to really use it, so good luck to you.
Let's go.
Let me find the charger.
Yeah. Super women. Slaps us all up, bro. Yeah, but yeah, no, it is heavy.
Career, I don't know. I'm just looking for like a career to go into.
Nice.
Like, I know I have like a degree in criminal justice, but it's like. I don't know. I feel like
you do anything, honestly.
Yeah.
Don't be limited by, whatever handicap you have. I mean, you could do, if you want to do something, fucking do it. If you get so motivated, it's like you are unstoppable. I want you to have like those.
I'm unstoppable.
Like, yeah, that energy, the fuel, whatever the fuel is. Like I told Michelle, like sometimes it could be a person. And I sidebar. Like I honestly have to thank somebody that was my fuel. Because, like success would be the best revenge. Fucking go. Like, I want you to get jazzed. I want you to punch a wall. Get excited.
Just not these walls, but
not
your
walls.
Not these ones.
No, just once you find that energy. Like, I see you at the gym.
Yeah.
So keep that.
Start beating people up there. That's what you feel. Do it.
Yeah. Start kicking them. Use those legs.
Yeah. But no, I get what you're saying.
Oh, is it
it's
still
broken.
Really?
No, I cannot.
It's still broken.
Left or right?
My right one.
Right one? And
I'm about to go in there and super glue it.
Okay, but you don't even walk with a limp or anything.
No, she doesn't.
Sometimes I do when
she's drinking.
When I'm drinking.
When you're drinking? Really?
And if it's hurting.
Just kidding.
When it's really cold, it like my bone just feels it.
Wait, do you have like screws in your leg or anything?
No.
Which surprises me that they haven't done that.
Yeah.
Usually they will do that. It's kind of weird.
Like it's still snapped in half. It's like a perfect little cut.
Like what's his face? The guy, Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner, the guy that got ran over by the snowmobile. This dude was like mangled everything, and I saw him on Joe Rogan. The guy just looks like he didn't even go through an accident.
No
Doesn't
way.
even walk through a limp or anything. Just
I thought you meant like mangled, like he's died. Now I'm like,
no,
wow.
he got ran over, like his whole body got crushed.
Okay, he was cloned.
The whole thing.
Let's go into that later.
We'll go down the conspiracy hole later.
Yeah. Oh man, that's crazy though. Yeah. For somebody to come out like that after, that's pretty wild.
Yeah. And it's funny because last time I went to the gym in Moreno Valley. You know I hate that one. So I went to that one.
Why?
Because it's stupid. It's ghetto.
It's dumb.
Because it's dumb?
Yeah, it's dumb.
Or because of dumb people?
No,
I mean, the equipment's the equipment.
No, I just feel like the equipment there
No, the equipment is stupid, though. I went to one time.
The equipment's dumb?
Yeah, it's
well, they don't oil it? It's all grimy?
No, it's like more like brand new. More like...
What's wrong with brand new?
I'm so used to the other equipment. That
all run down?
The one in Paris?
Yeah.
In Riverside?
I'd rather stick to those than learn how to, I can't. I couldn't even get a good workout in. But I went by myself because my sister couldn't go that time. And this old lady,
what?
She walks by me and
how dare you?
She looks at me and I smile at her, right?
Okay.
And then she makes a U-turn and she comes and she's like, "Oh, like hi, like
just to say hi."
I said hi, and she was like, you're like me, like a little confused what to do. I was like, I'm just new at this gym, like I'm trying to learn where everything is at.
She actually got creeped out. Actually, lady, I know what I'm doing.
So then she's like, oh, okay. She went to go do her workout, and then I started my workout, and she came up to me again, and she's like, can I ask you something more personal? I thought she was gonna ask me what happened to my arm or something.
I mean, that's where I'm thinking. If it's gonna go, like it's the obvious one.
So when she said that, I was like, oh, like I'm ready to tell her the story.
But what?
No,
what
she
was
was
it?
like, how do you do it? And she like started opening up to me. She was like, I went through something traumatic, and I just feel like every time I sleep, I just don't want to wake up. And she's like, and I see you here so motivated. She's like, you're beautiful, you're motivated.
That's
you're like,
nice.
she's like, so how do you do it? I didn't even know what to tell her.
I'm beautiful.
She's like, well, girl.
She's like, is it the age? And I'm like, it can't be the age, because one day I'm gonna be your age and I'm still gonna be missing my arms. So it's like, I'm not a fucking
all you say is this next time is like, what do I when something happens to me, do I just stop or do I keep going?
That's what I told. No, well, I did tell her. I was like, you just keep going. Like, what else
That
can
part.
you do? What happened. It's like the only thing you could do now. Is
But the fact that she said that was really, really sweet of her to like open up like that, you know. And we don't have a lot of love for our elderly these days, you know. We gotta have a lot of love for them, you know. We don't. And we
Shout out to the elderly.
Shout out.
RCFEs.
Oh man.
Doo, doo, doo.
Boop boop. Putting the contact on. Nah.
Contact below.
Yeah, right.
Leave your information.
Right, but
Smash
no,
that
that's
like
cool.
button.
No, but I feel like that's cool. Like she had, like maybe she wanted to vent. You know, I feel like a lot of them don't have a lot of people to talk to, so she felt comfortable with seeing like, man, okay, seeing your tragedy, seeing that, and seeing like, man, I have everything. I'm at this older age, but like, how do you have that spirit? Because I'm seeing a spirit in you. Because it's like it's like an energy. How do you have that energy to keep going, man?
Got that Rick James energy.
Yeah, it's Rick James, bitch.
I'm Rick James, bitch.
But I feel like at the end of the day, like that's pretty cool that she had the balls to go up to you and tell you that, you know. And I think that's cool. You gave her the best that you could, you know.
And you know what? You just never know who's going through what.
That part.
You know, it's like they hide it so well.
With the smiles.
And sometimes it just takes somebody putting a hand on their shoulder and asking them, "Are you okay?"
Yeah. Oh man.
And then just people can
Yeah.
fucking break
That
down
used to
on
be
you.
me. Mm-hmm.
Like,
I used to always tell people that.
that's why, just be kind. Don't be an asshole.
Yeah,
Smile.
yeah.
That's why I say give those guys a shot in your DMs.
They're getting blocked.
Don't be an asshole.
After this podcast, they're getting blocked.
Oh,
I'm
my.
not even giving
I got the courage to block everybody now.
I'm like, Jeezy, you encourage me to block.
Hey, sorry guys, I tried. Like,
I know you DM'd me too. You saw me as a friend.
Everybody was like, "Hey, can you just please with Gabby?" No, sorry.
That's funny.
No, and that made me feel better because I was like, I was still going through it. It was like before the party.
Okay.
So I was still going through it, and then
That's
I
God.
don't know.
I always
feel
tell
like
you that.
That's what I was telling you
I always
that
tell
one
you
day.
that.
I feel like God is just sending like these random people up to me because that Sunday, no, that weekend that I went, it was before Sunday.
All the
When I
time.
went clubbing, when I was just like super like, oh my gosh, already like feeling it. Like this is before we like said goodbye, right?
Okay.
I went clubbing with my friends, and I was just standing there. I was just like all sad. Like, you know, my friends were out there like,
Yeah, dancing.
Hey, Gabby,
drinking.
Come
I'm
join
like,
us.
Hey, whatever. I dressed cute. It was still like whatever, right? But then I had like 3 guys come up to me. All told me the same thing. Like, hey, like, you're so beautiful. Like,
Great.
why- you know,
Fuck
like,
you. Go to the
and
corner.
I'm just
Great.
like,
I'm
okay,
beautiful.
thank you.
Great.
And they all asked me. They're like,
Retarded.
single, taken. I'm like, complicated. You know, it's just like complicated. Don't ask me if I don't
Taken,
want, right?
taken. Bye.
And then they're like, what? Like a girl like you, like in a complicated situation? Like, no, like, come
Oh
on.
my
like,
God.
I can give you this, I can
But
I'm like, bro, like,
Even
stop.
if she heard that through there, like it's hard for me to even hear that because I feel like guys in clubs are douchebags anyway. So I feel like I don't even listen. I was about to say that or about like
I don't know. Like,
but
not
I don't even
always,
listen
by
to
the
fools
way,
like that.
because
Like they don't build your confidence. You got to build your confidence at the
But
end of the day. You know?
I still feel like that was like God kind of trying to show me like, hey, Phil, cheer up, like, you know, like
Yeah,
I'm right
like-
there standing in the corner wanting to cry. You know,
God's
like,
in the club, like cheer up, girl, cheer up, come over here, hey.
same thing. Like I went to
God.
the beach for a friend's birthday, and like 2 guys asked for my Instagram. You know, like telling me I'm pretty. Like, you know, like, so I'm like, okay, so. But what I was telling Michelle is like, so what if I'm pretty? Like,
And I've been telling her that. I've been
know
telling her
I'm
that for how long?
pretty.
I'm like, bitch, it's not about that. I don't give a fuck. You're the prettiest bitch in the world. That got nothing to do with it.
Exactly,
It's
that's what I was
here.
like-
How many times I preach that?
That's
I
what I was
don't-
like, okay, make
Don't
me
tell me
feel
I'm pretty. I
better.
don't give a fuck. Good.
Yeah, like I know.
I don't
like,
care.
I know I'm pretty. Like I have the confidence to say I know I'm pretty.
I don't even have the confidence she has. I don't even go around saying that shit. I don't even go around saying that.
But what?
But again, pretty isn't gonna take you anywhere.
Thank you.
Where does pretty take you? At the end of the
Pretty
day?
privilege. Have you ever heard that?
I don't know
Free
that.
shots, free entrances at the club, free like
You
that's
get
it. But
treated
what do you get
better.
out
She's
of
lucky.
that? What do you get out of that though?
I mean, I feel like we got to put on a fat suit for you, and so we can have a social experiment. And
There,
like,
thank you. They take the prettiness.
You're gonna
pretty,
just-
you're pretty.
Yeah, you're
Get
gonna
it out of your
appreciate.
head.
Like, oh,
Yeah, get it out of your head.
so this is what
Pretty,
normal
pretty.
people go through.
That part. Yeah. I feel like that's the good experience right there. Is like I was telling her, like, you know,
There you
be
go.
careful for the ones that are saying you're pretty, because then you get that in your head. Like, and then, no offense, because I always tell you, fuck? I don't give a fuck if I'm pretty, bitch. I don't give a fuck about that. Like, it's here. I want you to see. I don't want you to see here. I want you to see here.
You know what I heard recently? So this is, you check this out. Pretty girls like to be told they're smart, and smart girls like to be told they're pretty.
What? So what do ugly girls? What the fuck?
That they're pretty.
What do big girls like then?
I don't know. You tell me.
You skinny? I don't know. See, I don't know. That's crazy to me.
Even
throw it in the comment section. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, what do you think? Because I for that I have no comment with that. Like, that to me is wild. It's beyond my pay grade right there.
I don't know. I'm just because a lot of girls get complimented that like to death. Like, oh my god, you're pretty.
Yeah.
But maybe like, hey, what
I
about my brain?
want to hear if I ever took a compliment. I want to hear. You know what? I see you for you. You have a really good heart. Hey, I'll take that over anything. Somebody say it. Nah, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, I was like, hello. No, I was kidding.
You're really
thank you.
You're
no,
kind.
you know, I'd rather somebody see me for my compassion, my kindness, and my good heart than for anything else. Because looks fade away.
Yeah.
Hey, see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and guess what?
But I feel like
your character doesn't fade away.
These people, though, like they're like strangers going up to you.
Because they're
obviously
stupid.
They don't know like your personality.
They're stupid. No offense,
right?
y'all.
Well, that's because
So
what
it's
they
like-
see. People are like that. That's why people are low-key racist, because they see someone that's like, well, they look a little dangerous. You know, they're like, I don't know. People see that.
Stereotyping.
Yeah, stereotyping, exactly. But they see a pretty girl and they're like, oh, okay, I'll trust you with my wallet. Here you go.
Sure. Swipe.
There you go. Yeah,
Here you go,
Right.
block.
here are my keys. Here's my wallet.
This a stupidity of mankind, then, of all men and women.
People are very visual, so
Yeah.
they're gonna. That's the first impression, until you open your mouth and then you're like, okay.
She's a bitch.
Yeah.
She cannot be trusted.
I need you to do more of this. Like,
Yeah.
more of this.
She can talk. No,
Just be
100%.
kind. Be yourself. Don't be an asshole. That's it.
Yeah,
Make the world a better
I don't
place.
like the. You know what? Because I've learned so many characteristics, I would say. Showboating's not my type. I feel like if I see any girl to guy showboating, it's just automatic. Like, ugh, God,
Yeah.
take this person away from me, dude.
It's
like,
one
I don't
of
know
those
what it
cringe.
is. It's cringe. Yeah, it's like
Cringe.
Get the fuck away from me. Like, I don't care about none of
It's
that,
like,
bro.
so
Like, I don't
what?
care
Like,
what you have. I don't
yeah.
care about nothing like that. I want your character. What do you do outside of your house, your homes, your shit? Like, who are you? That's me. Fuck everything you think that you are when you look in the mirror.
What do
who are
you do
really?
when people aren't watching?
That part.
Yeah.
That makes you
that's
who
the
you
part
are.
for me. That's the part for
That's
me.
character.
But that's real shit though, right there. See how many people
That
can
is
say
real
that they
shit.
really care about that shit. They don't give a fuck about it. It's shallow. But guess what? You look to the shallow, you will get the shallow. I promise you that, and you'll stay in the shallow. But if you look for the real in somebody, or even like stuff like that, I feel like you're gonna get a lot more out of that deal than, you know what I'm saying? Like, than the shallow average. I would just say that. And I can't say that because somebody once told me something. So I kind of
Well,
like,
what? What'd they tell you? Now I gotta know. If it's a quote, I gotta hear
no,
it.
it's because like even that I humble people and I humble myself. I have to be really careful because it's funny. Like, it's funny. I was talking to Lisa, like Lisa and Joe, whatever, Lisa, and she's like, Michelle, really? Like, we were talking about. She's like, you know what? I always saw you as like an Instagram model, and I was like, what? She said that. I was like, bro, like somebody tell me that. I was like, nah, bitch. I was like, don't even let that get to you. Just humble yourself. And I was like, nah, not even at all. I was like, not even close. I was like, filters are so deceiving. I was like, fuck those filters, guys.
That they are.
Yeah. And I say, dude, filters. I was like, nah, not at all. But the life that you saw me live, or the life you see me live, the happiness, that's me 100%. But like, everything else, like I said, there's sad moments that people are not willing to display in their life. Like, you know what I mean? We always want to share the happy moments in our life because who doesn't want to share it? But who's really willing to put the sadness out there? No one's going to put that because... sometimes. Like right now you will.
Me, I did.
But in certain hurt moments we will.
Yeah.
But like, it's not a 24/7 thing that you're posting. You're mostly posting, I mean, when they do post,
Yeah.
like, they're posting like those happy moments of their
Yeah, when people go through it, I mean, it shows in their post. I can already tell like who's going through something.
No, 100%,
They're like,
yeah.
Oh, they're really going through something.
Yeah.
I could tell. And
Snake
yeah.
emoji, like hearts, broken heart.
It's enough for
Like,
friends and
goddamn.
family to reach out.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you're going through it, friends and family will reach out like, oh, okay, what's going on? This is your pattern, and now you're over here. Your pattern's over there.
Yes, you know the levels. That
Yeah, you know the highs and
yeah.
lows. So when the lows come, you're like, hey, you're off. You're not your bubbly self. You're not laughing. You're in the corner. You're standing there, even though you have guys coming up to you like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, definitely.
But anyways, it's been an hour. We're going to wrap
I
this
know,
up.
right? I'm like, yeah.
Hey, everyone. We're going to leave this with Michelle and then Gabby to kind of say their final words, and then we're going to wrap this up. So you guys got to stay tuned for the next one. So there's more to come.
Okay. So I just say be yourself, like always, and don't let anybody tell you who you are. I feel like you know who you are, and just keep going and striving who you really want to be, and don't let anybody bring you down.
Yes.
And as I would leave you with, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Except if you're jumping out of airplanes. Go ahead, Gabs.
For me, it's just don't lose yourself, and that's where I got scared, where I thought I was gonna, like, that was gonna happen. But I'm glad I, like, have wonderful people surrounding me and, like, snapping me back to reality. Like, again, we're bad bitches. So it's like, yeah, just don't lose yourself. Always try to be happy.
There you go. Well, with that being said, I'll probably just leave this with you guys. Just don't be an asshole. You know, like
I like that.
you know, like if that guy just gets in front of you in the line, let him go.
And I would say my Instagram
Let it
right
go.
now, but you guys will end up blocked. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Hey guys, I tried. You know, shoot your shot,
you did.
DMs. I'll make sure to tag everybody in this. You know, write your comments down below. And yeah, I guess we'll call it a day.
Thanks for having us. Bye, guys. Till next time.
Bye.
See you guys.